The following broadcast is brought to you by
Elite Performance.
What's Poppin' Corn Snacks? Printed Memories.
Revved Up Tattoos.
The Fighter's Friend.
Doc Sports Service.
The One's Kitchen.
Inner Beast Sportswear.
BWSPORTS1, sports media marketing and design. Check us out at BWSPORTS1.com. It's another original BW Sports 1 production.
Pew pew!
What is going on? What's poppin'? That's right. That guy over on the other side is the one. This guy right here is the lion. Together, we are the Dukes of Football.
Ball.
What's happening, brother?
Man, am I looking at an avatar all night?
You might be. You might be. I just
What's
want
up,
to make
brother?
sure that everybody sees who is still number one in the NFC.
Hey man, we'll get to the terrible ass Cowboys, and they really think that like, oh my god, listening to the Cowboy fans are hilarious, especially the ones that we know.
No, aren't they? Aren't
They're
they
they're
comical?
they're a tickle a minute.
A tickle a minute, he says.
No,
Wow.
but man, since we last spoke, there's been some pretty exciting football games.
Yes, there has,
And
and
then
some pretty not so exciting.
listen, I heard a stat, bro. Like that was the largest margin of victory ever
I believe it.
in a college championship game. Since the very first one, that is the largest margin of victory.
That's bad. We'll get to them here in a minute, though.
Oh, Lord have mercy, Jesus. But anyway, other than that, had a pretty good weekend. Sounds like you had a pretty good weekend. You had a milestone that you had to cross since we last spoke. And you're like, what? The movies? Ice skating.
Oh yeah. Yep. Daughter went on her first quote unquote date. Dad says it's a date regardless. That shit's a date. But yeah, so yes, I was quickly told that no, that is not a date, and by all means of my mind in this world, that was a date.
The only way that it was not a date if it was like 3 girls, 3 guys, or three guys and 4 girls, odd number. Has to be an odd number for it not to be a date. You know what I mean? That way it's a group of people hanging out. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I just want to know, where were you posted up at? Like they were ice skating, so were you at the restaurant across the way with the binoculars?
I'll never tell.
The dogs just did.
You're right. He's the liar.
Liar, pants on fire.
Yeah, but we all go through it at this age. You went through it a while ago, so
Not really.
Really enough.
Really enough,
See,
but
really
not
enough.
really. She kind of deflects. She's good at deflections. She never give you a straight answer. Like I taught her well, bro. Like she's good at deflecting. And like you won't pay attention to it. Like 10 minutes later, she just slid off to somewhere else in the house. Yeah, she's good. She's real good.
Well, she's got it like that.
Yeah. But yeah, so football world, bro.
Yes. Yes. Like you said earlier, it was some good games, obviously, others not so much. We'll get into some of the banter here shortly, but all in all, I mean, what was your take on and let's just dive into it. What's the Revved Up Ridiculous? Brought to you by our friends over at Revved Up Ridiculousness.
Oh, that's my cue.
And
it's brought to you by Revved Up
thank you.
Ridiculous.
Yes. When it comes to body ink, go somewhere with quality work and where you feel comfortable being for your next ink or piercing therapy session. Call 317-537-2667 today. Damon, all you. Because I must have missed it. I totally missed it.
You missed it because this was in the Green Bay Lions game, right?
Okay.
So I can't even remember what part of the game it was. All I know is that a particular player on the Green Bay Packers was standing there around a player from the Detroit Lions who was injured on the field. People were kind of surrounding, seeing what was going on. One of the trainers was walking around and kind of a little bit bumped the player, but not really, but trying to get by to do his job. And the player just turned around and just pushed the athletic trainer of the opposite team. And what bothered me the most was, one, the Lion player that was standing right there didn't like immediately jump his ass. And two, the second Green Bay Packer player who didn't get ejected gave a little extra shoulder bump behind the trainer as well instead of going to check his boy. So out of all the shit that we went through the week before, this is how you treat your training staff of another team, bro. That's ridiculousness.
That's Revved Up Ridiculousness. Oh boy. All right, here. Let's get into it, brother. It is time. It is time to get into the massacre that was the national title game. That's what's popping around the NCAA. The last NCAA really going on, except for the Senior Bowl. So what's popping? What's popping, Corn Snacks? Check out the best gourmet popcorn around and make it your own with custom labeling. Go to what'spoppingcornsnacks.com today.
Yeah, I don't even remember when the Senior Bowl was or is. That's why I put the asterisk on it because you got all these little bowls great come up. You got the little East West Senior Bowl. You got the what is it? The Army. Which one was that? They got so many couple of them. It's just showcase games.
Well, then you got the
seniors.
Yeah, and then you got the spring ball coming up. I mean, that's right around the corner. Hell.
Yeah, I mean, for college, it's just just another showcase for these seniors who weren't high profile.
Correct.
Another opportunity to get looked at by some of these teams. Some of these guys might make a scout team or whatever. Look at Purdy, scout team. Now you're going to be the starting quarterback of a favorite team in the NFC. So I didn't say the favorite. I said a favored team.
Yep.
So calm down, Daniel.
I didn't say anything.
I can see you looking at me.
I know. Well, I am looking at you because I'm looking at the conversation at hand. But no, I really wasn't. Niners can be a scary team here in the playoffs. So
that's that. But hey, man, why did they even play the game?
That was bad, dude. That was, like you said earlier, the worst beatdown. In other words, the worst beatdown in history just happened in front of the millions and millions of fans around the world. So, ouch.
I mean, that was a systematic picking apart of an inferior football team. They did it on the ground. They did it in the air. They did it in special teams. They did it on defense. Was it like one possession that they didn't score on?
Yeah, that's bad, man. And as far as the TCU offense, there was none. I mean, they could not do anything.
Listen, the way I saw Georgia play in the national championship, I don't think there was a team that could have played with them. I mean, like if that would have been Ohio State again, the way they play, because they didn't play like that against Ohio State. I mean, they
Right.
didn't. I mean, Ohio State, brought out some weaknesses, but I just felt that, they played a more complete game this game. It was terrible. Like it was a bad look for the Big 12. I mean, yeah, kudos for TCU for making it, but damn. And I'm not even saying I don't even know the way they play. I don't even know if Michigan would have made it look even better. Maybe they wouldn't have scored, 98 points.
Just look at it. Okay, here's a hell of a stat right here. First downs. TCU had 9 first downs the whole entire game to Georgia's 32. And that's because they scored on big plays as well. I believe they scored on defense too, at least once, right?
Yeah, they scored a lot.
I mean, wow.
It was bad, and I think the big thing that we want to take out of this or the negative that I want to turn into a positive coming out of this is all the talk about Stetson Bennett being 25 years old. So what if he's 25 years old? He played the college game exactly how you're supposed to. Because y'all forgot he wasn't a highly recruited guy coming in at all.
He was a walk-on.
You know what I'm saying? He was a walk-on to Georgia. Wasn't playing.
Went
so
to
he
JUCO.
transferred and went to a JUCO. So that's another year. You know what I'm saying? Then you redshirt. That's another year, right? So then you play, and now you're at the position that you're at. I mean, he could they come on comparing to Lamar Jackson and a couple of others guys. But Lamar Jackson left school early, and he was a younger kid. You know what I'm saying? He was younger than Stetson, period. I mean, you got the high 25s and you got your low 25s. You know what I mean? Like somebody's born in February, somebody's born in November.
Right.
So, but it's just ridiculous of the talk that he's getting for a guy who actually stayed in school.
Plus,
what's wrong with staying in school? What's wrong with staying in school?
Well, come on now. That's a major issue nowadays, I guess. But seriously, I mean, like you said earlier, he did it the right way. He was a walk-on. I mean, you take through his journey. I mean, the way the kid evolved over the setback of, actually making the team, transferring to JUCO, coming back to the team and leading them to not 1, but 2 back-to-back national titles to leave Georgia. And the ovation he got at the end of his stellar performance in this season was a awesome experience to see for that kid.
I was excited for it. It's awesome. And I love it how we can call a 25-year-old a kid. Absolutely wonderful.
I don't know if I love it.
It's being completely 50-50 here. I love it and I hate it all at the same time.
Just knowing that I could be that kid's father, that's crazy.
Yeah, man. Now that I didn't like. All right, so we talked about their dominance far enough. This is the part that I love.
Oh, Jesus.
The way too early to talk about next season.
Notre Dame's winning it all.
Oh, shit. No, I'm going to stop you right there. We're not going to talk about it. I just wanted to put it on the notes to make you think we're going to talk about it. I'm not going to
Good.
do you like that, bro.
Because that ain't even week 6 yet.
It's like, I'm not going to do you like that.
Thank
I'll
you.
wait till the summer to do it.
Thank you. Or at least wait till NFL's over.
I'll definitely wait till the draft.
Okay.
I'll wait
There
till
we
after
go.
the draft. I could do that. That way you know who's. But Blake Corum is staying. Just want to put that out there.
He is. Well,
Yeah.
they got to do better than what they did this year.
The only way you can do that is make the national championship game.
Okay. That's what I'm saying.
I'm good for that. You know
Don't
what I'm
get
saying?
beat, but don't get beat by the team that just went against Georgia and lost by 60 points.
Yeah, I mean, shit. Well,
Like you said, you guys may have
12
lost by
other teams lost to them.
True, but I'm saying you guys may have only lost by like 20 instead of 60.
Right. I look too good.
They
It looked too good.
did.
But overall, I thought this was a really decent college football season.
I'd agree.
Now, I mean, I thought it was a lot of parity other than Georgia.
Yeah, right. I still
Go ahead.
do not understand why they were ever ranked anything but first at all. Even that little 1 week hiccup when Alabama posted over them. I don't understand that, but that's why they don't like us on the board.
Man, and oh my God, these Alabama fans are ridiculous.
Revved up.
Vroom, vroom. I mean, it's just it's terrible, man. Like somehow they have wrapped in their warped little minds that this justifies that Alabama should have been in the Final Four.
No.
Hey,
Yeah.
you
No.
lost twice.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter who you lost to, or how many points you lost by. Guess what?
You lost.
You lost. Period.
I like
Point
it.
blank simple. If you thought you was that damn good, win all your games. Georgia did. Michigan did up until a point.
Yeah, up until when it really mattered.
Well, it mattered in Columbus. God damn it.
True. You handled that.
But
one.
anyway, overall, I thought it was a really good season. You had some really exciting teams that pop up out of nowhere, like TCU. The transformation finally of Tennessee, because they've been teetering the last couple of years of being a decent program, and then they finally turned over the hump. Out there at USC, you know what I'm saying? The job that why am I cannot think of that man's name for anything?
Who?
But the coach of USC from Oklahoma.
Kiffin?
No, Kiffin's in Ole Miss. Yes, that guy. The job that he's done over at USC, that's pretty remarkable.
Lincoln Riley.
God. Yes. Thank you. Those are exciting jobs. And I like how the transfer portal kind of worked well for a lot of teams like Washington. A couple other teams benefited pretty well from the transfer portal. So I like this season. Yeah. I like this season. I mean, I thought it played pretty good, even though Notre Dame, had some shorts, but I like the direction that they're going with this new coach. As long as they don't tie Willingham me.
Hey, I'm right there with you. I didn't like it. I didn't really agree when they let Willingham go. At the time they did. They didn't give him enough time to build what he had the possible capability, the potential to do. I think Marcus Freeman is going to be good. You saw some very good things. You saw some not so good things, but what do you really expect as a first-year coach? I mean, you came in. Now, the good thing is you did have the offseason because you came in for the bowl game last year. So you did that. You're a hell of a recruit. That's what I'm looking at. They did get Mr. Football from Andrain. I can't think of the kid's name, but he's going to Notre Dame. They're pulling in talent. Let's just see if he's capable of leading, kids. And I think from what I've seen on the sidelines, in the locker room, and other things, he could potentially be that guy to get them back to possibly being in the mix.
Yep, I like it, but it's all going to come down to this one deciding factor for Notre Dame's name to stay relevant, even with a loss or two.
Big,
You're going to have
big,
to join a conference.
big.
I mean, it's just it's how it is. And now that USC is there,
Bingo.
it's only logical that Notre Dame joins the Big Ten.
And plus, you bring the rivalries back of Michigan, Penn State, Ohio State, Minnesota, Wisconsin. I mean,
I didn't know y'all had a rivalry with Ohio State.
Well, not really a rivalry. They whooped our ass a couple times last time we played them, but yes, you did too, Michigan.
I wasn't going to say anything
I did
about
too
it.
before. I did say before because you're still going to tell me like, we still got 9 more years.
Yeah, I'm over that. I haven't mentioned it one time this season.
You haven't. Well, you may have mentioned it once at the very beginning of the season.
Maybe.
Maybe. I don't know. It's going to be interesting. Like you said, Southern Cal's in the Big Ten now. I think, and what we've said before with the NBC contract being non-exclusive contract now, because the Big Ten has that contract, it makes no sense why they wouldn't.
Well, the money's there. The money's there. You're going to be on TV, bro. It's just on Saturdays and on Saturdays starting at noon. You're just going to see a lot of Notre Dame. You'll see a lot of Michigan. You'll see a lot of Ohio State. You'll see a lot of USC. Just get ready. I mean, you might get a little Penn State thrown in there, but the national coverage, those are the teams you're going to see. So get ready.
Yeah, and it's going to be interesting too. Travel. So are they going to bring them in a day earlier than what they have? Just because, like you said, Big Ten plays at noon a lot of the times. You got West Coast teams coming in the Big Ten now. Noon is 9 o'clock over their time.
They're not going to get the noon. They're not going to get those noon games. They're going to get that when they do come over and play. It's going to be that 3:30 game. Most likely, it's going to be that 3:30 game. You know what I'm saying? And you're still going to get the Big Ten noon games. But like Raphael said when he was last on there, why are we still stuck on that slot for the Big Ten? You know what I mean?
Yeah, I don't understand. That's bad.
Who knows? So we'll see. We'll see what NBC does. I mean, they haven't did college games other than Notre Dame in quite a long time. So I'm pretty anxious to see how they work it. I mean, it's going to be amazing.
It's going to be good.
Yeah. I think one thing I am looking forward to next season, just to wrap up, I want to see how successful Deion is going to be his first year. You know what I mean? Now, I don't expect him to be like TCU, new coach come in and y'all end up in the national championship game. But he's bringing some talented people there, bringing with him. He's kept some talent there, and his transfer portal looks pretty good. Recruiting looks pretty good. So I'm anxious to see how he does first year in Pac-12.
It's going to be interesting to see the jump that he's making from the what is it? I don't want to say HSBC. Damn it.
HBCU.
HBCU. HBCU.
Yes.
There you go.
Historical Black College University or something like that.
Okay. Thank you. It's going to be interesting to see the jump of pure talent overall, compared from one to the other. But I mean, obviously he brought the hype to it. So, and the NIL is still available everywhere in the college scene. So, but yeah, I'm definitely looking to see what he can do.
Well, you sound like Digger Phelps. I always talk about this NIL. It's not going nowhere. It's here. It's part of it. Go get that money.
Hey, I mean, it is what it is at this point.
Like another thing, when you was talking about those games, the travel, like how much of these kids in class during the season anyway. Like they got tutors for that. They're doing, class on the plane.
Right.
Now after the pandemic with the Zooms and shit, yeah, these cats is not in class.
Right. Yeah, they're sitting away from everybody in their own dorm.
Yeah, they not in class. If you been to some of these training facilities, I wouldn't go to my dorm either. I'll go
Right.
You can lounge and watch the tube and yeah, I'm good, bro.
Right.
Got a chef.
They could have the One's Kitchen. Today
that's a lot of people eating, bro.
Today is the last day to put your order in for this weekend, right?
That is correct, sir. It's
All
last
right.
day for buffalo chicken pot pie and ham, broccoli, and cheese pot pie.
2 of each coming to the Lion's house near you.
If your Lion's house is near you. Anything else with college? We'll get into these NFLs.
I think it's time to put college to bed for another whole season and get into the wonderful NFL playoffs, the NFL headlines, the pin it or pun it. It's wonderful time. It's playoff football.
Playoff football.
And it also is the little I'll give you your spotlight, Damon, on your coach, Mr. Coach Mike Tomlin. Dalion did, yes, that's me. I thought I talked in third person right there. I did say that he would be 8-9 at the end of the year, his first losing season. Damon countered with 9-8, keeps the record going. And guess what? Mike Tomlin and the Pittsburgh Steelers are still above 500.
Coach of the year, baby. I don't care about any other person's success. I mean, you could say Shanahan out in 49erville because you're on your third quarterback and you're like the second favorite in the NFC to make it to the Super Bowl. I don't give a shit. I could care less. This is all about Mike Tomlin not having a losing season. You want to talk about Belichick and you want to talk about Andy Reid. You know what I'm saying? Andy Reid only got one Super Bowl ring. Mike Tomlin's got one too. So let's just put it out there. But you want to talk about these coaches as great minds and great coaches in the NFL. Again, the black guys getting shouted. No one wants to talk about the greatness of Mike Tomlin. He has been a winner since he has been at the organization. He's been to 2 Super Bowls, won one, and you continue to win games with a broke down Ben Roethlisberger. Praise Black Jesus.
Oh wow. Well, I know that I've seen plenty of praises for the black coach Mike Tomlin. Okay. It's not rigging over here on that aspect. But in all honesty, I can't honestly deny that of Mr. Tomlin because I talk to Mike Tomlin on a weekly basis, sitting right here in this studio every Wednesday from 8 p.m. The doppelganger of the real Damon Lemont Thomas.
Oh man, it's just amazing. You know what I'm saying? Just the season itself. You had oh wow, that's terrible. you had what's his name? Mitchell Trubisky. You know what I'm saying? Like, listen, if Mitchell Trubisky doesn't play that first game with the Ravens when Penny got hurt, got the concussion, and he threw 3 interceptions. You know what I'm saying? If he don't do that, we're 10-7. We're a playoff team, bro. With Trubisky and a rookie, and TJ missing more than half the season. Come on, man, coach of the year. Man, let's put it out there. You know what I'm done.
Mike dropping it right there. Mike Tomlin, Mike drop. That's what we got going on tonight here at the Dukes of Football, baby.
Oh, all right.
Next
now,
up here, I got the next one. I got the next one, Damon. Dallas doing just what Dallas does. As soon as they lose in the playoffs, Mike is gone. Bye-bye, Mr. McCarthy. It's only going to take one game. Will it?
Well, some people don't think so, but I sure as hell do. Like,
Hey.
listen, they was trying, man, these Cowboy fans were trying to ride you Eagles with like I'm not a fan of the Eagles either. Let's get that out there. You know what I mean?
No,
That is not
he's
the right
not.
side of Pennsylvania.
It is,
But they were riding the shit out of you Eagles fans when Jalen got hurt. Y'all started to struggle with all this bullshit. Listen, y'all had your whole full team, and y'all got beat by the Commanders handily.
well, I'm not going to
They
say
gave up
anything about beat.
500, but listen, they gave up 500 and some odd yards, bro.
Yeah, well, I'm with you on that, but I can't say anything about losing to the Commanders because we did that barely, though. I mean, it was a lot closer than their game.
Wasn't Jalen hurt gone?
No, not in that game.
Oh
Nope,
well,
nope.
No, they didn't. They did not count.
That was that was our first loss, and it was
It
after
was
we played
undefeated.
them afterwards. So obviously,
But it's beside the point. This is the last game of the season.
Yep.
Y'all supposed to be like, no, we are a Super Bowl contending team. We are the Dallas Cowboys. We are sorry.
Well, if they
Dak
would have
is
won,
overrated.
100%. Say it again, Damon. What'd you say? For
Hey,
the people
Dak
in the
is
back?
overrated, man. I've been holding my tongue on that because I've been waiting for him to. He's like the Black Romo. That's what he is. He's the Black Romo. He is awesome for fantasy, but he is terrible for winning playoff football games.
Oh, then he's the Phillip Rivers.
No, he's in Dallas. He's the Black Romo.
I mean, I'm fine with that.
It's like, oh my God, man. And hey, listen. I don't think Sean Payton gonna save him either. As long as Jerry Jones got his hand and the organization things going on, it's gonna be the same.
Who's got the hand in the cookie jar?
The old Skeletor looking dude who runs the Cowboys.
Jerry Jones got his hand in the cookie jar.
It just hit me. I know exactly who Jerry Jones looks like. Mr. Montgomery Burns.
Excellent.
Yes.
That's funny.
Monty.
That's funny. I'm going to make a meme will be put out here shortly, folks.
That is great.
The one thought of the night. Excellent.
Oh, all right. I'm done trashing the Cowboys because I really don't hate them that bad. I just don't like them that much.
Yeah, I am fine with trashing the Cowboys any chance you want. But nevertheless, we digress into the next bulletin.
Yes. We are now in the playoffs, so there are a whole bunch of teams that are not in the playoffs. And that means it's house cleaning time.
See ya.
Boys are dropping like flies.
Yep. And one of the rumors that's going around, I don't think it's made official unless I missed it today, that Ohio State's head coach Ryan Day is seemingly heading to Arizona.
I saw that. That means Jim is going to dominate the Big Ten.
Will Jim stay? Is
Jim ain't going
stay?
nowhere.
All right.
Jim ain't going nowhere.
All right.
We went through this last year.
I know.
And the year before.
I know.
You saw my tweets and my stories. Jim ain't going nowhere. He playing the game. Man, them free trips to the other side of the country. You know, bring me in for a free trip? Shit. You know what I mean? Gonna wine and dine me. I'm gonna go right back to Ann Arbor.
Yeah, well. He's got it made up there for sure. I don't know why he'd leave, but
man, money. Hey, man, the Super
money
Bowl
does talk. Yeah,
the Super Bowl keep calling you, bro. All he needs to do is if he wins one national championship, or he's out of there. He's gone faster. He ain't even put the trophy on the grass yet, and he's gone.
He'll already have it suited up for the Colts or something.
Oh
Like,
no!
hey man, I'm gonna win the national title. If I win this year, I'm coming.
Him and JJ McCarthy together. Yeah, so there's a lot of cleaning house going on. I'm pretty sure there's going to be some more. A lot of transfer of coaches. I think the one that I'm some dumbass going at me, talking about better be careful, man. Houston's gonna come steal Mike Tomlin. I didn't even dignify with a response. Like, really, bro?
Out of all the places he'd have the opportunity of going, I don't think I would pick a dumpster dive like Houston.
Really, bro? He's got it made in Pittsburgh. He can leave when he wants to, and he ain't. Man, get out of here, bro. But anyway,
Yeah, he ain't
the
leaving.
one that I'm really interested to look at to see what they're going to do is here, hometown, the 317. I'm gonna be paying attention to what the Colts do with their head coach with Saturday and all the interviews that they got scheduled. So that's what I'm paying attention most in this offseason for the cleaning of houses.
Sean Payton got a better chance of coming to Indianapolis than Dallas, I think.
I don't know. I think the Chargers are in the mix with Sean Payton.
Ooh.
Sean Payton and Justin Herbert and young Drew Brees. Come with it, bro.
Yeah, I could definitely see that coming. Well, we'll have to see because they need something out in Los Angeles.
Well, they need their defensive players to stay healthy. That, for one, would do massive for them because they got some high-level defensive players. So
True.
that, for one, I don't know. But, yep. What's next, sir? What's next for non-playoff teams? That's the same shit as cleaning house.
Yep. I didn't write it. Belichick's 24th season. God damn, this dude's still here.
And he's had several losing seasons.
Yes, he has.
Yes, he has. Basil, what does it all mean?
You know what? I'll tell you what, though. Not trying to make any excuse for Belichick at all this season, the past couple seasons, because obviously you haven't had a key player that has made your legacy what it has today or helped it. And but the division itself has gotten way more competitive than what it had been when Brady and that team were just dominating that division.
Oh, so you said there's a correlation or a coincidence between Brady's departure and the AFC the AFC East's total ascension?
Maybe.
Things that make you go,
But then you look at the NFC South and it's like, that's a dumpster fire all in itself.
Oh my God. And they're going to host a playoff game and win.
Oh man. If I'm a Cowboys fan, I sure as hell am not looking forward to this weekend. Tampa Bay, or I'm not Tampa Bay. Tom Brady has had Dallas's number his whole career, not lost to the Cowboys ever.
Hey, Aaron Rodgers had a pretty good record against the Lions too. To see how that turned out.
Message.
Oh, God damn it. I love these Detroit Lions, man. Me and the wife was talking about it the other day. It's like, it starts off with the color scheme. Like, I just dig that blue and silver. Reminds me of the gray and blue of the Hoyas. I'm digging it. And they always had a one good player, but never pull his shit around. It looks like they're finally going to put a team together. So I'm excited about the Lions, man. Great win.
I am too. Hell of a win. What way to say F you, Aaron Rodgers, and F you, one of our biggest rivals, by knocking them out of the playoffs, regardless if you knew you were out already or not. You played to knock them out regardless.
That's what made it more remarkable. They weren't playing. They knew that they weren't playing in the playoffs.
Yep.
But we gonna go get that money anyway. We gonna get that money. Hence, Green Bay probably would have won if the dumbass receiver didn't hit the damn training person.
I wish I would have saw that. Damn.
Oh my lord, man, it was bad. And then people caught him walking out the tunnel when he was ejected, and he all crying and slamming his helmet down. Man, what you crying for? Shit.
Wow. Yeah, I gotta go find the highlight of this one.
Yeah, it was pretty bad. So, yeah, man. So, Belichick. What else? We did see that the receiver for the Bills was discharged and released from both hospitals, Cincinnati and when he got to Buffalo. He's at the crib. So, kudos to him. I know his family is thanking all the positive energies and prayers that were sent to him. So, awesome for that. But I do have a question for you.
Yes,
Probably
sir.
the last thing before we talk about some of these games.
Yes, sir.
Tua Tagovailoa.
Tua Tagovailoa.
Yeah,
Tagovailoa. Yep.
Yes.
Tagovailoa.
Is waiting to be cleared from concussion protocols headed into this weekend's wild card game.
He was not cleared.
Well, that's great. But my question for you is,
retire.
If he was cleared, do you play him any more games this season?
No.
Okay.
Liability purposes only. Liability purposes only for moral reasons. You're knowing he has had 3 concussions in the matter of 12 weeks. Why in the hell are you going to? He's a pro. He's a grown man. He can do what he do. Okay, but you still, as an organization and as a business, unfortunately, yeah or nay, that's still a hell of a liability because something could happen. For one, for two, his mind is not right. It has not been right for a long time this season. So
throwing up gang signs.
Right. So I think it's just time to move on. And unfortunately for him, it may be the end of his career because you can only have so many concussions before you really start wondering if this is really for me anymore.
Right. You know what I mean? So it's a lot to determine. I mean, I know they got these 9 different thousand helmets. You know what I mean? But you got to take care of yourself, man. Me personally, after the second one, he shouldn't have been. It'd have been probably, I might have shut him down for the year. After the second one, the way the second one was, I'd probably shut him down for the year. If not,
or at least longer than what they did.
Yeah, longer than what they did. You know what I mean? It was just pretty bad. So hopefully that young man gets it together and he continues to be able to play football at a high level. But at this point, bro, you got to start thinking about your future.
Yep.
So, yeah. All right.
It's time. It's time.
It's
time for the picks.
It sucks that we don't have some picks tonight. Somebody didn't get their picks in.
Who?
The Wizard.
Oh, yeah, he did.
Where are they?
Oh, he was like the first one.
Did I not get them?
Oh, shit.
But that's all right. If they're there, then I can write them. I can say what they are because I sure as hell didn't see them. And I just went back and looked. Like before I did them.
Yep. He's right. I got them for you.
Dang.
I'm going to send them to you.
Well, I can't change the slides now anyway. We can just say them on
No, but I'm going to send them to you so you have them.
So, like, how did I miss them?
I don't know.
Matt's, Tim, Stephens, Tom's.
Did you say Stephen?
I did say Stephen. I like to say Stephen. I
They're
did see
there.
those. Why did and I wrote them down.
I don't know.
They're on a different book.
Change to the notebook.
Yep, I changed books. So awesome. So that is great. Yeah, right there. Plain as day.
There they are.
There they are. So awesome. That makes it wonderful. But so where are we? We're talking about
We're at,
picks.
we're at the picks, brother.
All right, so it's the betting odds. Is that what it is? No, it's not betting odds. That's with Raphael. I don't know what it
Yeah,
is.
I don't
It
know. I
is
don't have.
betting odds.
Yeah.
Yeah, because they all go
Yeah.
together.
Docs, yeah, betting odds. Brought to you by mybookie.ag. For all your betting needs, join MyBookie using promo code BWS100 for 100% deposit match up to your $1,000 deposit. And Doc's Sports Picks, BW Sports One's Doc's Sports Network Picks of the Week. Text. Man, text BW Sports to 29022 for your free $60 sports book.
Something.
Man,
Yeah, you
ruined
get
that
something
one.
free and you can use it towards
Shit.
making bets on our picks.
There you
There
go.
you go.
That's what happens when I'm not in my regular scene here.
So here is the final tally from the regular season and the college full season picks from the network. You have a tie at the top, which was decided by that ridiculous game on Monday night.
Oh, that was bad.
The one thing I want to tell you, since you pay attention to this, is I did not finish last.
I see that. You're not
Now
you're
I
not
tied.
alone. Yeah, you're not alone. But you know what? The good thing is none of us are under 500.
No, nobody. I pulled it together at the end, bro.
You did. I'm so proud of you.
Oh, it was hard, but I had to pull it together and get it together. And I
All right.
did such a thing. So there you have
You
it.
did.
There you have it. Those are our picks. We start all over with a new tally when it comes to the playoffs. So yeah, stink fire.
Stink fire.
I don't remember what the next slide is, so I had to take it down.
Ah.
All right, I remember now. We're good. Booyah!
Do you see who's over on the right in the bye week? Oh, that's right. That's not the Cowboys.
Hey, do you see whose logo is not there? The
The
Steelers. And
Steelers.
it's okay, but we still finished above 500.
I don't see the Colts either.
I don't care. I really think the coach should get their shit together, go get Stetson. I think he'd be a great fit for what they got going on here.
Ooh, I don't know. They need a coach that's going to be able to coach them up into the NFL
He's
level.
25 years old.
Well, he's still not playing in the NFL, though. Just saying.
25 years old.
I'm going to say it now, though. I think that this landscape come next year, this time at this show is going to look a whole lot different.
Huh?
I think the landscape of the teams this year compared to next year is going to be entirely different.
Yeah, this is going to be
not
fun.
everybody, but I think it's going to be a different look.
Yeah. Yeah, I think we're going to be really good.
Really, really good.
Really good. Really good.
All
Really, really
right.
good. But anyway, so here's the playoff breakdown. Starting with the Super Wild Card weekend, all the games. You have your number one seeds, the AFC, the Kansas City Chiefs, who people tried to write off earlier in the year, and they just kept doing exactly what they do, win ball games and host another AFC championship game. And then you have the number one seed, NFC as the Eagles kind of limped backwards into that, but they still did what they needed to do, finished off the number 1 seed. They got home field throughout. So,
I like the sound of it.
yeah, it looks good. But we do have some great wild card matchups. So
Some divisional rival matchups.
yeah, some of them has met 3 times. You know what I mean? So it'll be the 3rd meeting for some. So it's gonna be fun weekend of football. 3 days of excellent NFL, unadulterated, uninterrupted, quality football that needed to stay there. So, first game up, NFC wild card, Seahawks and the Niners. This is the 4:30 game on Saturday.
Yep. It's going to be a good game. But again, like you said, teams that have seen each other 3 times now. This will be the 3rd matchup in the same year. The San Francisco 49ers are 2-0 against their division rivals so far. Will they be able to pull off a 3rd victory over the same team that they've seen?
Well, it's hard to beat a team twice, and it's definitely hard to beat a team 3 times in a season. But it happens when the team is that much better than the other team. And I feel that the 49ers on their 3rd quarterback is that much better team than Seattle. Awesome job, Geno Smith, but nah, bruh, you guys are out of here.
And one person picks the Seahawks. What did the Wizard pick? The Wizard picked the 49ers as well. So only one picks the Seahawks. He's going off on a crazy limb. I'm not too sure what he's going off of, but okay.
I'm not spinning anymore.
Now you're good.
Yeah. Does the Wizard pick the Niners?
Yep. So only one went off the deep end, and I don't know what he's on.
He's on that good stuff. All right. Game 2, AFC wildcard. Chargers 10-7 at the hot Jaguars at 98, 9-8. This is the 8:15 game on Saturday.
There's a reason there's a pool in the Jacksonville Stadium, because it is hot in the Jayville, and I think it continues on into the playoffs against, like you said about the Eagles, limping into the playoffs come the Chargers. They allowed they should have been able to sit players this past weekend, but they didn't for some reason, and I don't think that they're going to have enough for the Jacksonville Jaguars at home.
And I agree with you. And the Charge, and you obviously can tell by his outfit that the Wizard with the Chargers. I agree with you, man. Jacksonville is playing really good right now. Trevor Lawrence is settling to the number 1 pick as we thought he would be. The defense is playing all kind of tricks with offenses right now. I'm liking what they did. Didn't they go out and beat the Chargers in Chargers? Didn't they go beat them earlier, like a couple weeks ago out there?
Jacksonville?
Yeah.
I'll go with it.
Yeah, I think so.
I can't remember off the top of my head. Hold on.
I'm gonna stay with the guy.
The what?
The guy.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
I like the guy.
All right.
Next game.
They beat them way early in the season. 3rd game of the season, 38-10 at LA.
Right.
Yep.
Yeah. I knew they beat them. So let's go out there. And I know the Wizards like, well, that was because it was the beginning. We're a much better team now. You know, all the cliches.
Yeah, but so is Jacksonville.
Right. Let's see. We got another AFC. Ooh, I didn't capitalize Dolphin. Ooh, poor guys.
That's a sign. Here's your sign.
Here's your sad. So I had to give you the cool ass helmet. So people like, oh, that's a cool ass helmet.
That's the only thing cool about the Dolphins this weekend. Sorry, Zach. Love you, brother. But like you said,
Down.
they are on the third string. They're on their practice squad quarterback damn near. They just don't have enough. And I'm sorry, Buffalo is ready for another playoff run.
Hopefully, the Von Miller thing is huge, but I like Buffalo in this game.
Yep.
I like big numbers from everybody in this game. The Wizard went with the Bills as well. Clean sweep.
Clean sweep with Buffalo in this one, folks.
Let's see. Game number
3.
4.
3.
There's 4.
Is it?
Yeah.
1, 2, 3.
Niners,
1, 2,
Chargers, Bills,
Yeah.
Vikings. Yes. NFC, wild card. 9-7-1 against the 13-4. I don't know how Vikings. It's like the Vikings just somehow get wins. I don't know how they do it, but somehow they get wins. Giants is playing pretty good the last couple weeks.
Mm-hmm.
Man, this was a hard one to pick. This is probably the second to last game I picked.
Well, you know
I
that
changed
thing
it 3 times.
You know that thing that we were saying, it's hard to beat a team 3 times in one season.
Uh-huh.
These two haven't played, but the Giants will head to Philadelphia after this week for a third matchup in this season against each other. The Giants will take this game.
That was such a terrible build up
I
to a
know,
game next
I
week.
know.
I mean, I was like, where is he going? Okay, I see it. How's he tied together with bubble wrap?
Barely. And it had some of the bubbles popped already.
Yeah, pop. The Wizard went with the Vikings.
Yep. So Viking fans across the board compared to us 3.
It's just that, man, listen.
Kirk Cousins
liked
can only
Kirk
go
Cousins.
so long.
Like, I've liked Kirk Cousins, but you mean you're here, but we need you to be there. Jeffries needs you to be there, but you can only be here. And the Giants, their defense gets after it. So, yeah, man, I'm going Giants.
And me too.
Let's do it.
NFC East, baby.
Bye, Giants. I mean, Minnesota Vikings. Yeah, those are clean. Like, here's another 3-gamer. 3-gamer. You got the Ravens 10-7. Who knows if Lamar is playing? If it was me, I would not play another snap until you pay me. Against the coolest cat who wears a fur outside of Joe Namath. Cincinnati Bengals and Joe Burrow. This is an 8:15 game on Sunday.
And you know, the weird thing is they just played each other last weekend.
Yes.
The Ravens beat them earlier in the season by 2 points at Baltimore. Then last weekend, to cap off the regular season, the Bengals pretty much handled the Ravens 27-16. Now, did they all just stay in Cincinnati? I probably would have, because they're playing at the same stadium they just got beat at. And this time, the hype in the crowd is going to be 10 times more dominant. Bye-bye, Ravens. Nevermore.
Y'all got that win, or they got that win earlier in the season. Lamar was still playing unbelievable MVP type season. Joe Burrow was still recovering from the ambidectomy or whatever the hell it's called when they cut your shit out. Your
what?
your
appendix?
Thing, yes. That's what it's called. Appendectomy.
There you go. Appendectomy.
So when
say that 3 times fast.
I tried and I failed. He was coming off that. Jamar Chase was still banged up. So, second game, all of them there. Lamar hurt. Regardless if Lamar plays or not, Cincinnati is the better team. Cincinnati moves on.
And the panel all agrees.
Yes, they do, because he picked the Bengals as well. The Wizard went Bengals.
The Wizard, and now to cap off, which I hate. I don't understand. I do understand for the money and the TV, blah blah blah, and all that. But they should never have a playoff game on a Monday night. In my opinion, all playoff games should be Saturday or Sunday. That way, it gives each team the same amount of time to prepare.
They're just gonna play on Sunday.
Still.
I mean, both of those teams just gonna play on Sunday.
Still.
Let's see here.
Tom Brady has never lost to the Dallas Cowboys in his 21 seasons?
And it's Tampa Tom in the playoffs, man.
Mm-hmm. It is.
It's Tampa Tom in the playoffs, and I have zero faith, and I have more faith in Kirk Cousins than I do Dak Prescott.
Ooh.
Wizard win Cowboys.
Split across the board. I don't
Wizard
know,
win
man.
Cowboys.
I think Dallas finally gets a playoff win. Their first, they're like third or fourth in the past 30 years. And yeah, they'll end up going to San Francisco.
And as much as I would love to see them get trounced by San Francisco, and all the water that they've had, so they can wash away their tears. But I'm like, it's Tampa Tom and Mike McCarthy and the Cowboys and the penalties and Dak and his hips. It's just the math don't add up.
I'm with you. I just think that Tampa Bay, in my mind, is beaten down a little bit. I don't think that they're coming in at the right time for their team to win. That's the only reason that I'm really picking the Cowboys to win this game.
Yeah, I would love to. And I picked them to win the division. So I would love to be behind your back, but I would never.
How'd that go?
I know. I'm a Jericho. I'm a Chris Jericho. I would never, ever do that shit again.
Heard it here first, folks.
You heard it here first, folks. So there's the games for the week. For betting odds, make sure you hit up mybookie.ag and text the Doc Sports 29022 for your free picks, $60. Get your picks in. Pick our picks. Win you some money.
Pow, pow.
Pew. Shoot 'em up, bang, bang. I have not shot anything with the boys' BB gun yet.
You not shot anything or shot at anything?
I have not shot either. I have not shot it or shot at anything. The coyote this morning was very tempting while he was sitting out just posted up like this backyard was his.
Yeah, probably would have pinged him.
Yeah, but it's all right. You know what I mean? He keeps the rubbish away.
True. True. For most of it, but your squirrel buddies are going to not be good with them.
Hey, well, he's got to be on point because our squirrels are talented.
That's funny.
They are talented.
That's funny.
So we have drawn close to the end of our show. Now it's time for our personal monologues. And the lion is up first with Out of the Lion's Den.
You know, this week, I have nothing. I'm going back. I'm hibernating in the lion's den.
Oh, it's cold out. It's cold out, son. It's cold outside. And the trees are gray. Oh, my bad.
Man, I thought black folk was knowing how to sing.
No. Rhythm. So let's have rhythm.
Ah. There's a difference.
There's a difference. I can hold a beat, maybe not a note. For the ones up, I'm gonna hit you some spiritual, not with some spiritual shit. I don't do spiritual, but I'm gonna hit you with some thinking type things. So I heard something. I posted it earlier, but I thought it was good, so I thought I'd mention it again. I was reading something earlier today, and it stuck with me, so I just want to share it with you. Ships don't sink because of the water around them. They sink because of the water that gets in them. So basically what it's saying is you keep all that bullshit and all that negativity, all that bad energy away from your ship's edges and your bows and your bows. Keep that stuff off your ship if you want your ship not to sink.
Boom.
That was my positive thought for today.
I like it. I like it.
Don't sink your own ship, damn it.
Damn right.
All right, I guess it's time to go catch the second half of the Pacer game. The
Second half of the Pacer game, the 3-1-7, they're doing better than what we all thought they were going to do this year with the talented team. That they're young, but they're good. They're getting it. They're groovy. And you know what?
6th spot in the East, and I just hope they'll pay them when the contract time is up.
Let's hope. Well, do you got my slide? There it is. There's my buddy.
I do.
You know, our friends should become your friends right here at BWSPORTS1.com. We have Elite Performance, What's Poppin' Corn Snacks, Printed Memories, Revved Up Tattoos, Doc Sports Picks, My Bookie, The Fighter's Friend, The One's Kitchen, and Inner Beast Sportswear.
Yeah. And then, if you want to keep tabs on all of us, here we are.
It's Checkers and Wreckers, State of Basketball, super kicking it with Steven just a bit outside, Combat Zone, and us here at the Dukes of Football. We are just less than 2 months away from Southern Indiana Combat Productions coming out the second coming, Evansville Veterans Memorial Coliseum, March 4th, 2023. Can't wait to see everybody there. Tickets are on sale now. You can go to BWSPORTS1.com and click the link to SICP. Go ahead and get your tickets or your pay-per-view ordered now.
Now. It's going to be fun. It's going to be my first event out after the surgery. No boot. I am in that bitch.
Boom.
Fresh out the plane from Mexico. Ale!
Is that when you just get back?
Maybe a week or two.
That's awesome. Well, Damon,
I'll still be on my sombrero.
He's gonna say he's gonna be on a siesta still.
A fiesta.
No, he's gonna be on a siesta.
Yeah, I'm old. I'm about to sleep that shit off.
Right.
Well, you know what we do. It's time to leave this place.
It is. Damon, as always, it's been fun. From the Lion and the One, as always, what do?
We keep Indy as sporty as we possibly can.
And she pulls through.